Xiaomi Mi A1 and the Nokia 6. These are two great options available in the budget segment right now that you could purchase if you're looking for a phone under 15,000 rupees. But while the Mi A1 is high on features, the Nokia 6 also gives you the build quality and brand trust that the Nokia had. While both phones run stock Android interface, the Xiaomi Mi A1 has dual cameras at the back and also offers a more powerful chipset. But should you really buy the Mi A1 over the Nokia 6? We'll tell you in this video. Both the Nokia 6 and the Mi A1 sport metal unibody designs. Both are made out of solid metal, and unlike phones in under 10,000 rupee category, they don't feel cheap or flimsy. They are premium looking phones that come with amazing build quality and have surprised us for the same given their mid-range price tag. Though the Mi A1 manages to look much like the iPhone 7 Plus, the Nokia 6 has an original design and is a stunning phone. It's elegant way beyond its price. Both phones have a 2.5D curved glass at front, which is a Corning Gorilla Glass 3 that gives it a smooth touchscreen experience. But we found the touch response on the Nokia 6 to be slightly more refined. Also, the Nokia 6 has a more solid build quality. It takes the build quality a notch higher with the 6000 series aluminum, which is light and strong. It also has a metal plate separating the chipset and the display inside to prevent any possibility of bending under immense force. Also, the fingerprint scanner on the Nokia 6 is on the front, which many of you may like. On the contrary, the Mi A1 is a sleeker and more streamlined phone. While Nokia 6 is solid, its edges are sharp to give it a boxy and masculine feel. But the Mi A1 is a delight to hold and use thanks to its body that has curved edges and rounded corners. Both phones have a 5.5-inch display, so using them with one hand is equally tricky. Both also have backlit keys at the bottom, but they are more visible on the Nokia 6, probably due to its black front. Another feather in the cap for Xiaomi is the USB Type-C port and an IR blaster. A Type-C port gives you faster data transfer and also has fast charging support. Xiaomi has bundled in the box a 380-volt charger that is meant for the Indian market, which it says can handle voltage fluctuations. Talking about the user experience, both phones run the stock Android interface. It's the first time for Xiaomi, and it has collaborated with Google to provide the interface under the Android One project. It's also the first time for Nokia, but it has taken to doing the task itself. Both have optimized the software amazingly well, and these are two of the few phones we have seen in this price bracket that come with pure Android. In the time we spent with the phones, we experienced no app crashes or bugs on the phone software. But having said that, both phones are not equally fast. The Nokia 6 runs a 1080p screen, and so does the Mi A1. But Xiaomi uses a more powerful Snapdragon 625 chip that is able to render the Full HD screen well. Due to this, the Mi A1 gives a more fluid overall performance, be it while using the apps, browsing the internet, multitasking, or even app opening. The Mi A1 races ahead of the Nokia 6, and the difference is not small. Though both phones come with 4GB of RAM, the Mi A1 gets you more internal storage at 64GB, while the Nokia 6 has half of it, that is 32GB. It really counts as both phones have a hybrid SIM slot. Irrespective of the chipsets, both phones will be getting an upgrade to the Android Oreo, that is the Android 8.0. Though Xiaomi says the Mi A1 will also be getting the Android P, the Android version to launch after the Android O. Xiaomi Mi A1 also has a more powerful GPU, which we could feel not only in daily use but also while gaming. The rendering is smooth, there are no frame drops, and the phone feels very responsive during gaming. None of the phones heat up while gaming or using heavy applications, which is the usual plus point we have seen for Snapdragon chipsets. Though games on Nokia 6 don't lag either, it's only during the extreme cases that you would see a slight difference. In fact, with a better screen quality and slightly better touch response, we found the gaming on Nokia 6 to provide a better overall experience. Diving further into the display quality of the two phones, both use a 5.5-inch IPS LCD panel with same pixel density. Both deliver good visibility outdoors. Though the Nokia 6 is slightly less bright, it has better viewing angles and better legibility under the sun thanks to a good quality polarizer on the display glass. The color production on the Nokia 6 is also better. It's more vivid and detailed than the Mi A1 that seems to lose out on a sizable chunk of color gamut. Individually, you would be able to live with it if you don't watch a lot of movies on your phone. But compared to the Nokia 6, it appears slightly washed out and uninspiring. The best way to put it is that the Mi A1's display is cold while the Nokia 6's display is warmer like the iPhone. So the Xiaomi phone appears to have more white and bright looking display, while the Nokia 6 in comparison would appear yellowish but less straining to the eyes. Now, a big reason why you will buy the Mi A1 over the Nokia 6 is because of its dual cameras at the back. While the Nokia 6 has a single 16 megapixel camera at the rear, Mi A1 has two 12 megapixel cameras, one with a usual lens and one with a telephoto, that is a zoom lens. A setup that is similar to the OnePlus 5 or the iPhone 7 Plus. First, let's compare Mi A1's usual wide-angle camera with Nokia 6. Both phones have good autofocus locking and touch to focus also works pretty well in all light conditions. So both phones produce sharp images, but Nokia 6 produces slightly more saturated colors. Obviously, the phone is able to capture more details and has a slighter better EV range thanks to higher number of pixels on the sensor. But in a way, we found the Xiaomi phone to be able to handle indoor light amazingly. Notice in this indoor shot, the light bleeds from Nokia 6's photo, whereas the Mi A1 keeps it clean. Coming to the telephoto lens, the Mi A1 blows away the Nokia 6. In fact, it is one of the best dual camera implementations we have seen, not only under 15,000 but under 20,000 rupee category. Specs wise, both phones have an 8 megapixel front camera, but that on the Nokia 6 is very unpredictable. It takes good images and captures accurate skin tones in good light conditions, but in low light, your images are bound to get blurred, almost always. On the other hand, the Mi A1 is able to perform equally well in all lighting conditions. While Nokia gives you great build quality and brand trust that Nokia had, the Xiaomi Mi A1 gives you loads and loads of features for the same price. With the stock Android interface, it now competes with the Nokia 6 neck to neck and offers much more than the Nokia does. Since the Android interface they run are exactly the same now, it totally depends on what features you would want. If you want a better screen, a great build quality and brand like Nokia, you should go with the Nokia 6. And if you are a heavy smartphone user, you should go with the Xiaomi Mi A1. Do let us know which phone you are planning to buy in the comment section below. Also, if you have anything to ask about these two phones, also let us know in the comment section below. And as always, to get more such videos and latest stuff on technology, subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.